It's the year 2025, a world of AI, skyscrapers and virtual reality. But somewhere far away, people are still doing this. Jumping over bulls, dancing with the dead, piercing their skin, walking on fire. These aren't movie scenes, they're real traditions still alive today. You won't believe they still happen, but they do. Welcome to Global Traditions Unveiled. We live in a world of technology. Robots cook our food, AI writes our stories. And yet in the middle of all this noise, there are people who still follow ancient ways. Traditions that began before the internet, before electricity, before history was written down. Today we travel across continents, from the deserts of Africa to the temples of Asia, from the frozen lands of Japan to the islands of the Pacific, to see the unbelievable ancient customs still practiced in 2025. You won't believe some of them. Let's begin our journey. Bull jumping ceremony of Ethiopia. Hamar tribe in Omo Valley of southern Ethiopia practice a century-old tradition, bull jumping ceremony, called Ukuli Bula. It's one of Africa's most visually striking tribal ceremonies. Cattle are central to the Hamar people's life, used for food, marriage dowries, trade, and even spiritual offerings. This ritual marks the transition of a boy into manhood, showing that he is ready to marry, own the cattle, and take on adult responsibilities. The event is announced across villages. Families gather, and women dance and sing traditional songs. The young man, called the Ukuli, shaves his head and is smeared with dung. The women from his family, sisters, cousins, or close relatives, come forward voluntarily and ask to be whipped by men, called Maza, who have already completed the ceremony. This means, I'm willing to feel pain for your success. The scars they bear are considered a badge of honor and symbolize love and strength. Several bulls are lined up side by side. The boy runs naked across their backs 4 times without falling. If he succeeds, he becomes a Maza, who earns the right to marry and start his own family. Then community celebrates it with drumming, dancing and feasting. If he fails, it means he is not yet ready to become a man. This custom is now controversial, and taking it a violation of human rights, sometimes discouraged by modern authorities. The pain and faith of Thaipusam. Thaipusam is celebrated by Tamil Hindu communities all around the world, especially in India, Malaysia, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Mauritius, South Africa, and even London. Thaipusam's story comes from Hindu mythology. Long ago, the demon Surapadman was spreading evil across the world. To stop him, goddess Parvati gave her son, Lord Murugan, Kartikeya, a sacred weapon, the Vel, a shining spear of light. Thaipusam is a celebration of victory of good over evil and of spiritual strength. Before Thaipusam, devotees prepare with 48 days of fasting and meditation. They live a simple, clean life, eating only vegetarian food, avoiding alcohol and desires, sleeping on the floor, and focusing on prayer and self-control. This practice, called vratham, is believed to purify the soul. Thousands of devotees enter a deep spiritual trance, their minds and bodies surrendered completely to Lord Murugan. They pierce their cheeks, tongues and bodies with sharp needles, hooks or spears. Amazingly, most do not bleed or feel pain, something that still fascinates scientists. The highlight of Thaipusam is the Kavadi Atam, which means dance of the burden. A kavadi is a decorated wooden or metal structure, often as tall as a person, covered with flowers, peacock feathers and bells. Devotees carry these kavadis on their shoulders, sometimes attached to their skin by metal hooks or rods. Some kavadis weigh up to 40 kilograms. They walk for kilometers barefoot, often under the hot sun, climbing hundreds of steps to reach Murugan's temple. Now, Thaipusam is not limited to temples. In Malaysia and Singapore, entire cities join the celebration. Roads are filled with music, colours, and crowds of people dressed in yellow, the colour of Lord Murugan. This is only a glimpse, just the beginning of the amazing ancient customs still alive in 2025. But this journey isn't over yet. In the next video, we'll explore even more unbelievable traditions. So make sure to like, comment and subscribe. And don't miss next part of Global Traditions Unveiled, because the next stories will truly amaze you.